Greetings from England. Okay, technically I'm not in England, given the cost of high download speeds in the UK. I'm talking to you from Canada prior to going to England, but by the time you see this, that's where we're going to be filming our documentary on Magna Carta. And we are in quest of the historical roots of liberty. We're looking at the importance of ideas, but we're looking for something else too. Heroes. That's not a very popular way to talk about history these days. It's generally portrayed in academic discourse as meaningless or worse. Brutal, confusing, chaotic, full of oppressive narratives, hegemonism, and words so long that you hurt your mouth trying to say them. But that, to my way of thinking, is completely wrong. Magna Carta is the foundation of our freedoms, 800 years old this year. That's why we're making the documentary. But the ideas in Magna Carta, the notion that property rights should be protected, that life and liberty should be preserved, that the state cannot arbitrarily deprive you of any of them, that due process of law must be maintained, that the people have a right to a say in how they're governed. These are great ideas, but they wouldn't have been realities if individual men and women hadn't been willing to stand up for them, often at appalling risk to themselves. So yeah, we're going and looking for heroes like Stephen Langton, Archbishop of Canterbury at the time that Magna Carta was signed. William Marshall, Earl of Pembroke, a leading figure under Henry II, Richard, and John, who also was instrumental in having John's son Henry III reissue Magna Carta after the Pope annulled it. Further down the line, you have men like Edward Coke or William Lenthal, who put their freedom and their physical safety on the line to preserve the freedoms of Magna Carta against the Stuarts. And on it goes through the American Revolution, the fight for self-government in Canada. I mean, Joseph Howe, he famously had this libel trial, stood up for free speech and representative government. At one point, his criticism of the authorities in Nova Scotia had him challenged to a duel. And you know what? He went. The guy missed. Howe fired in the air. This is genuine heroism. You think, oh, heroes are only for fairy tales or something like that. No. They're in real life. And that's why we're looking for villains, and there are real villains like King John. There are invented heroes like Richard the Lionheart, real person, not a real hero. Invented heroes like Robin Hood, captured an idea, not a real person. But there are real heroes too, flesh and blood, men and women who stood up for what was right and made it possible for us to enjoy the benefit of these abstract ideas by individual, real, actual historical heroism. When we come back from England, we'll have more to say about that.